to questions for oral answer, and the first question stands in the name of Brendan Horan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister for State-Owned Enterprises, is he satisfied with all aspects of the KiwiRail Turnaround Plan?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, yes, but there is room for improvement. The government is backing the turnaround plan with an investment of $750 million over the last 3 budgets, and it's important to understand that this plan is mainly about freight and KiwiRail's plan to make its business viable.
Brendan Horan.
In view of the multiple faults that have been found in Chinese-built rail wagons and locomotives purchased under the turnaround plan, will the government order an immediate Audit Office inquiry into KiwiRail's contracting processes? If not, why not?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, I'm comfortable that the decisions that the KiwiRail Board have not been taken lightly and were the result of considerable analysis. The Board is responsible for those investment decisions and making the best use of the Crown's investment.
Brendan Horan.
Is the reason that there has been no investigation into KiwiRail's failure-ridden overseas contracts with China because ministers interfered with the original locomotive tender and had it extended to allow Chinese companies to enter?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, I understand that the member's premise in his questions is incorrect. I certainly don't think that this could be described as a failure at all. What it indicates is that there are some errors, and in a commercial way those matters, those problems are being remedied. The member's other claims have been described as rubbish.
Brendan Horan.
Point of order.
Well, is this a point of order? Brendan Horan,
well,
point of order.
I'm just asking about those claims being described as rubbish when they were in the Herald at the time.
No, order. Order. The member will resume his seat. The member cannot dispute an answer by way of point of order. The member has further supplementary questions to dig into an answer given, but he cannot dispute it by way of a point of order. Brendan Horan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Supplementary. Why did KiwiRail purchase locomotives from a Chinese company with a poor record, given that Malaysian Railways had to mothball 20 of them due to severe technical problems?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, I am sure that the board of KiwiRail took into account all the information that was appropriate for them to take into account at the time of the decision. I think it would have to be fair to say that the KiwiRail turnaround is a significant challenge, and I think all New Zealanders would want to make sure that the board was taking all appropriate commercial steps in order to put that company onto a viable platform.
Brendan Horan. Order.
Significant
order.
challenges.
Can both front
Correct.
benches please desist? Brendan Horan.
Was the term turnaround plan deliberately chosen to mislead the public when the reality of what is happening to KiwiRail is mass redundancies, maintenance cutbacks, outsourcing and privatisation?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, I think the definition and the description of a turnaround plan is quite appropriate. The previous government spent close to $700 million to buy that business. It's the sort of business that has seen this government have to invest another $750 million over 3 budgets in order to help that business become viable, and the board are making decisions where they see that as making sense.
Brendan Horan.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Brendan Horan.
With regards to maintenance cutbacks and New Zealand First's concern for relevant safety issues.
This is not a point of order. Is the member seeking leave to table a document?
Yes, member.
Okay, the member must indicate what is point of order. He's seeking leave to table a document.
Yes.
The member may describe the document.
Well, as I was saying, with regards to maintenance cutbacks and New Zealand First's concern...
Now, order. The member must identify the source of a document and identify the document. It's not with regard to anything.
Thank you. I was getting there. This photograph was taken by concerned KiwiRail workers who are concerned about the safety issues arising from maintenance cutbacks in the government's turnaround plan.
Leave is sought to table that photograph taken by KiwiRail workers. Is there any objection? There is objection. Question. Order. I must be able to hear members. Supplementary question. Clare Curran.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Has KiwiRail already paid, using Kiwi taxpayers' money, for the second batch of Chinese locomotives, which have been put on hold due to serious systemic failures with the first batch, which cost the country $75 million?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
I don't have that information with me, but if the member was to set down a question, I would get that information to her.
Question number 2, Grant Robertson.
Thank you.